What's up, YouTube? Charlie here, guys. So I'm in my car right now, as you can see, and I don't know why I waited for it to expire, but my sensor, you can see on both my device, have expired, and I'm in my car, and it's asking me to replace the sensor. Obviously, I do have a sensor with me, so this sensor I have on here right now, 20 days, and I'm thinking of going for 30 days. So I'm going to show you guys how I usually do that. The only thing I have to do is really to get a credit card or a debit card or any kind of card that you have lying around. You can use a knife to do that too. Not a sharp knife, but like a butter knife to do that too. And if you look at this sensor right here, right up in the corner here, when you put in the sensor in, it make a clicking sound, like two clicking sounds, because of it. It's kind of it's kind of hooking on two sides, on this side here and on this side over there. So you have that little latch in there. So that's what I'm gonna try to get the latch to go back in, because the latch is going out, so you have to go back in. So I'm gonna take the card, and it's kind of hard to do it by yourself. So if you have somebody with you, let them do it for you. But you're basically gonna take it and you're gonna look for right in the corner here. Let's put your finger on it like this. And usually I do the end that's facing this way. And you're trying to get the credit card to go underneath. There's a little opening there, and there we go. I just put it in, and when I press it down, you hear the noise. The clicking sound is really light, so you have to really listen for it. But when you get it in there, you can see it came up a little bit. It's kind of hard for you to see, but on the side, right on the side here, it kind of popped up. We're gonna do the same thing on this side here. It's right there. There's some little grooves on the side here, right in here. There we go, and push it in, and oops, it's out. It actually fell out. So here we go, it's out. You're gonna get your wipes. You're gonna wash it. You're gonna clean this down. Usually what I do, I just leave it there, let it sit there for like about 5 minutes. What we're doing right now is fooling. It's kind of fooling the sensors on this. You want to make sure on both devices that when you press this and say okay, it's asking for a new sensor. And also, if you like me and you have two devices, so make sure there's no conflict. You want to make sure it's also asking for a new sensor. So what I usually do is, when I'm doing this, I shut down one of them. I don't want them to have conflict with each other. Again, on the phone, you want to go down right down at the bottom, and right down here, you can click on stop the sensor on there. And what I do is, on my phone, usually I try to do it on this, but if you're doing it on one device, do it on one device. So on my phone, I usually turn off my Bluetooth, so there is no conflict in any device trying to mess up each other. So you leave this out, you find your code, and the code, you can get it from any of the three sensors that you get. So all the codes are the same. That's why you can do this. So you can fool the sensor on thinking you put in one of those two orders that you had. That's why it goes that long. That's all you're doing. All you're doing basically is fooling the sensor. So it's been about 7 minutes. We have this cleaned out, and we're basically gonna put it back in, and to take it out. But here you go, it's back in, and you're gonna go to your device. And like I said, I will do it on one device at a time. Make sure you turn off the other device so you have no conflicts. So you have no conflict on there. You see asking for your device, new sensor. Here we go. It's asking for a code, and I've done the code a few times, so I kind of remember it. I think like I don't have it in me right now. And enter code. So we have our code in. Click save. Asking if this is correct. Sensor code is successful. So that's what you want. They're asking you to insert the sensor and all that stuff, wherever you're putting it in. Click next. Make sure it's in, and then asking you to start the new sensor. It's gonna take 2 hours to warm up, and that's what you want, guys. Remember, you're doing this at your own risk. With me, mine is okay. What I do is every couple days, I do prick myself and take a reading and compare it to see if it's off. If it's off too much, then I take it off. If I feel any kind of sensation on there, like any scratching, any infection, but you can see I have my patch on there, and that's a new patch I put on yesterday. This is a really cool one. It comes in different pattern. I will leave all the link for you guys below to get this. I've used different patches from Amazon. They all work really good. They all stay on there pretty good. Some of the patches last me up to 10 days, so that's pretty good. So on this one here, we are going. So on this one here, we're going for 30 days. As long as it doesn't, I do feel like there's no infection or there is no kind of it doesn't peel out, which it's not, because the patches are doing a great job, then I'm gonna leave it there for 30 days. I don't think I'll go over 30 days, but who knows. So guys, 4 hours later, and everything is working perfect. Here we go. Just had dinner, so I'm running at 143 right now. We put it like this. You can see the numbers. Pretty good numbers there for the day. That's one of the easiest way I found to do it. There's another way to do it where you can. There's another way to do it, but I rather do it this way. It just works. Guys, this is Charlie. Like and subscribe. I'm out.